Be strong and take heart, all you who hope in the Lord. Psalm 31:24. What if I told you that the strength you've been searching for, the courage you've been trying to manufacture, the resilience you've been attempting to build through willpower, what if all of that is available to you right now through something as simple as hope? What if the very act of placing your hope in God automatically triggers His supernatural strengthening in your heart? Most of us think we need to feel strong before we can be strong. We wait for courage to show up before we face our fears. We try to build up our confidence through positive self-talk, motivational videos, or sheer determination. But this verse reveals a completely different approach. Be strong and take heart, not because you feel capable, but because you hope in the Lord. The phrase, take heart, literally means to make your heart strong, to fill it with courage, to fortify it against fear and discouragement. It's not a suggestion, it's a command, but it's a command that comes with a promise. When you choose to be strong and take heart because your hope is in God, He responds by supernaturally strengthening your heart in ways you could never accomplish on your own. Right now, you might feel anything but strong. Maybe you're facing a situation that has left you feeling weak, overwhelmed, or completely out of your depth. Perhaps you've been dealing with challenges for so long that your emotional reserves are depleted and your spiritual strength feels non-existent. You might be looking at circumstances that require more courage than you think you possess, more endurance than you believe you have, more faith than you feel capable of mustering. But here's what changes everything. Your strength doesn't have to come from you. The command to be strong and take heart isn't asking you to find strength you don't have. It's inviting you to access strength that God has already made available through hope. When you choose to place your hope in the Lord rather than in your circumstances, your abilities, or your resources, something supernatural happens in your heart. Hope in God isn't just wishful thinking or positive mental attitude. It's the confident expectation that the God who has never failed anyone who trusted in Him will not fail you either. It's the settled assurance that your current situation is not your final destination. It's the unshakable belief that the one who holds your future is good, powerful, and completely committed to your well-being. What you're about to experience in this prayer will connect your heart to the supernatural strengthening that comes when you place your hope fully in God, and you'll discover that courage isn't something you manufacture. It's something you receive. Father God, I come before you this morning acknowledging that I need supernatural strength for my heart. I confess that I've been trying to be strong in my own power, to manufacture courage through my own willpower, to face my challenges with my own limited resources. But I realize now that true strength comes not from what I can produce within myself, but from the hope I place in you. Lord, I choose to be strong and take heart today. Not because I feel confident about my circumstances, but because my hope is anchored in you. When I look at my problems, I might feel weak, but when I look at you, I remember that you are mighty. When I consider my limitations, I might feel discouraged, but when I consider your power, I am filled with hope. When I focus on what I lack, I feel overwhelmed, but when I focus on what you provide, I am strengthened. God, I place my hope in your character rather than in my circumstances. I hope in your goodness even when things don't seem good. I hope in your faithfulness even when I can't see how things will work out. I hope in your love even when I feel unloved by others. I hope in your power even when I feel powerless. This hope isn't based on what I can see or feel. It's based on who you are and what you've promised. I ask you to strengthen my heart for the financial challenges I'm facing, Father. When bills pile up and resources seem scarce, help me to be strong and take heart, because my hope is in you as my provider. You see every need before I feel it, every expense before it arrives, every financial pressure before it builds. Strengthen my heart to trust your provision rather than panic about my situation. Lord, I need you to strengthen my heart for the relationship difficulties I'm navigating. When conflicts arise, when communication breaks down, when people disappoint me or misunderstand me, help me to be strong and take heart, because my hope is in you as my peace and my defender. You can heal what seems broken, restore what seems lost, and bring understanding where there's been confusion. I pray that you would strengthen my heart for the health challenges I'm facing, God. Whether it's physical illness, emotional struggles, or mental exhaustion, help me to be strong and take heart, because my hope is in you as my healer. You created my body. You understand every system. You know exactly what I need for complete restoration. Strengthen my heart to trust your healing power rather than be controlled by fear. Mighty God, I ask you to strengthen my heart for the career and calling challenges ahead of me. When I feel stuck in unfulfilling work, when opportunities seem limited, when my purpose feels unclear, help me to be strong and take heart, because my hope is in you as my guide and my door opener. You know the plans you have for me, the purposes you've designed me for, the ways you want to use my gifts and experiences. Father, strengthen my heart for the family struggles that sometimes overwhelm me. When children make poor choices, when marriages face strain, when extended family creates drama, help me to be strong and take heart, because my hope is in you as the healer of relationships and the restorer of peace. You can reach hearts I can't touch, change minds I can't influence, and bring unity where there's been division. I need you to strengthen my heart for the dreams that have been delayed or seem impossible, Lord. When visions feel too big, when goals seem unrealistic, when setbacks make me want to give up, help me to be strong and take heart, because my hope is in you as the God of the impossible. What you've promised, you will perform. What you've planted in my heart, you will bring to fruition in your perfect timing. God, strengthen my heart for the spiritual battles I don't always recognize. When the enemy attacks my peace, my confidence, my faith, or my relationships, help me to be strong and take heart, because my hope is in you as my victory. You've already won every battle I'll ever face. You've already defeated every enemy that rises against me. You've already secured my triumph through the cross. I pray that you would strengthen my heart for the unknown future that sometimes frightens me. When uncertainty about tomorrow creates anxiety today, when changes feel overwhelming, when I can't see how things will work out, help me to be strong and take heart, because my hope is in you as my faithful guide. You hold my future in your hands, and your plans for me are good. Lord, strengthen my heart to be a source of encouragement for others who are struggling with their own battles. Let the strength you give me overflow to help family members who feel weak, friends who feel discouraged, co-workers who feel overwhelmed. Use my hope-filled heart to point others toward the same source of supernatural strength that sustains me. Father, I declare that I will not let my feelings determine my hope, or my hope determine my feelings. Regardless of how I feel about my circumstances, I choose to place my hope in you, because you are unchanging, unshakable, and completely reliable. My hope isn't based on what's happening around me. It's based on who you are and what you've promised. I choose to be strong and take heart even when being strong feels impossible. I understand that this isn't about pretending I don't have problems or acting like everything is fine when it's not. It's about choosing to face my challenges with confidence, because I know I'm not facing them alone. It's about walking through difficult seasons with courage, because I know you're walking with me. Lord, I thank you that you don't wait for me to feel strong before you strengthen my heart. You respond to my hope, not my emotions. You answer my trust, not my circumstances. You honor my faith, not my feelings. This means that even on days when I feel weak, discouraged, or overwhelmed, I can still access your supernatural strengthening by placing my hope in you. I pray that my choice to be strong and take heart will inspire others who are struggling with their own battles. Let them see that it's possible to have courage in difficult circumstances, peace in the middle of storms, and hope when things look hopeless. Let my life be evidence that you still strengthen the hearts of those who put their hope in you. God, I commit to making hope in you my default response to every challenge. When bad news comes, I'll choose hope over despair. When obstacles arise, I'll choose faith over fear. When delays occur, I'll choose trust over frustration. When people disappoint me, I'll choose forgiveness over bitterness. My hope in you will be the foundation that keeps my heart strong regardless of what happens around me. Thank you for being worthy of my hope. Thank you for never disappointing those who trust in you. Thank you for having a perfect track record of faithfulness that gives me confidence to place my hope in you completely. Thank you for strengthening my heart, not just occasionally when I ask, but continuously as I maintain my hope in you. As I go into this day, I carry supernatural strength in my heart because my hope is anchored in you. I will not be shaken by unexpected challenges because my foundation is solid. I will not be overwhelmed by difficult circumstances because my source of strength never runs dry. I will not be defeated by any situation because my hope is in the God who never loses. I'm strong and I take heart because you are my hope, my strength, and my victory. Amen. You don't have to feel strong to be strong. When you place your hope in God, He supernaturally strengthens your heart with courage you didn't know you had. Your strength doesn't come from your circumstances, your abilities, or your resources. It comes from the unshakable hope you have in a God who never fails. If this prayer filled your heart with supernatural strength, hit that like button and share this with someone who needs to be reminded that God strengthens those who hope in Him. Subscribe for daily prayers that will build your faith and fortify your heart. Comment "I take heart" below if you're choosing to be strong because your hope is in the Lord. Remember, your hope in God automatically activates His strengthening power in your heart. You don't have to wait to feel strong. You can be strong right now because your hope is in the right place.